Aksum, the heart of our empire, the cradle of Ethiopian civilization and culture since antiquity. Even so, every time our caravan stops here to sell its wares and acquire necessities for the village, the city seems less grand. More roofs need thatching, less shops are open, and even the shouts of the hawkers are ever so slightly less audible. My son Daniel doesn't notice, of course. For his 12th birthday, I promised that he could travel with the yearly caravan and see Aksum for himself. Ever since we entered the city, the boy has stared in awe at every building. The city is indeed a marvelous sight for a country lad living in the northern highlands. As we passed a temple, Daniel abruptly stopped. "Father," he whispered, his eyes fixed on the golden curtains. "Have you ever seen such a treasure? Why does nobody guard it? Are they not afraid of thieves?" I could not help but smile before replying. "Why hire strong arms when even the queen dares not take them, my son?" A deep frown creased Daniel's brow. "Don't you lie to me, father. Surely a queen can do whatever she wishes." The boy apparently did not know the story of his ruler yet. That needed to change. "Sit down, son," I responded, directing Daniel to the stairs of the temple. 40 years ago, when our queen Judith was but a princess, she discovered the very reason why those curtains do not need any guards. The boy sat down, leaning close to hear the beginning of what was sure to be a truly wondrous story. Judith was truly beautiful. Every lord in the empire contended for her hand, much to the displeasure of Gidajan, her nephew and the heir to the throne. Gidajan devised a plan to be rid of her, and the night he stole the golden curtains and hid them in her room. When the palace guard discovered the treasure, she was locked in the deepest cells. Daniel gasped loudly, but quickly covered his mouth and urged me to go on. Luckily, there were some who refused to believe the accusations. One loyal captain, named Samuel, helped her escape through a secret tunnel. As long as she stayed in the Aksumite Empire, Judith would never be safe from Prince Gidajan. Her journey had merely begun.
It won't be long before Gidajan finds out about your escape. You have to depart these lands immediately. Don't worry, there are only a few enemy guards. I will deal with them swiftly. We will fight for you. I know of a small village whose inhabitants are still loyal to you, and there we can reach our plans.
Possible escape routes. Each of them is being guided by an encampment loyal to Kidachai. We must choose our opponents wisely.
If you pay me 500 gold, you may use my transport ship. The ship is yours.
And New Galen, with a bit of princess has escaped, there is still hope for Aksum.
Daniel laughed with joy. I knew Judith would escape Prince Gitajan. After a few seconds, his face became more serious. But how did she become queen if she left Ethiopia, father? He finally asked. Indeed, a good question, Daniel, but we must be going, I responded while lifting him up. The sun is already descending. We still need to visit the market. Mother will not be pleased if we return to the village without a gift for her. If you help me find one, I will tell you how Judith fared in exile. That promise put the smile back on the lad's face.